everyone, hi, thank you for joining me. A warm welcome wherever you are viewing this from around the world. Namaste. And Taurians, yes, this is your reading. I am sorry you have had to wait till the very end, but I have often said in the past, being the lucky last can be the best way. And because you've patiently waited, all of you, we are going to throw in another card at the end with the gemstones, crystals and mantras. So we'll see what pops up at the end for you guys. So I'll put them aside for now. Now before we move into the reading, I did do some intuitive work for you. And you guys got the words new beginnings and success, possibly around either relationship things or something to do. So we will be working down through the columns, but as I've said to everyone else, the messages are very transferable and they can be attached to any other part of the reading as well. So also the middle card has become quite important or relevant or wanting to speak a certain message. And for you guys, you've received this 2, which would be the 2 of Cups, which is the spiritual union. So it's a powerfully beautiful message about love and relationships and connection, but even more than that, physical connection or the enjoyment of a physical, perhaps romantic relationship. These are the types of relationships that take us to the deepest level possible, and they ignite something far stronger in our soul, in our understanding of connection to all that we are, and in essence we are one. So when we feel these sort of beautiful relationships coming in, they help to enlighten us. They help to literally lighten us. So they encourage us to grow at the very spiritual level, which is also encompassed, of course, by the physical and the mental. They're all tied in together because we're all part of ourselves. So every aspect of ourselves needs to be in union to form and grow and move forward. So it's a beautiful card for you guys to have in the middle. And I like that the Magician is sort of attached. Well, obviously every card is attached to the middle one, but right next to it and surrounded to it is this sacral chakra energy here, and there's a lot of orangey glow throughout this card as well. That's the sacral chakra up there, rather, not this one here, but the sacral chakra is attached at every angle to that one as well. So there could be a message here for some of you that will pertain to the romantic perspective of your relationships as well with this card. But let's start the reading and work our way through and see what the messages are coming. So the thinking man there, he often reminds me too, interestingly enough, of an earth sign person. He often reminds me of the King of Pentacles. When he turns up, it usually bodes that someone around you in your life has a possible positive inference, enabling you to think through a situation, to move it forward and find progress. So sometimes this can be somebody like a mentor or a legal advisor or solicitor or an accountant or a grandparent or a good friend that's got some great ideas that helps you find an answer to a solution. So when he turns up, he's often there to engage activity moving forward. And if we looked across that row on the top, with the 7th chakra, which is through our mind and our thoughts, and then the sacral chakra, which is our seat of creativity and passion, he could well be igniting thoughts and passion and stirring things up for you. He can also possibly even be the inference of a new boss coming in, or a new alliance or coalition, as I said earlier, like a partnership forming. This could be a business partnership, or it might be a collaborative artistic partnership, such as joining a band or joining a league of actors or playwrights, or something along those lines as well. Some of you might be teaming up to form a group, like a community group, or a group where you're putting a project together to see if it gets taken forward for production or something along those lines. Now, the crystal he's holding in his hand is very, very similar to one I have on my table, which is this crystal. It's a very similar crystal he has in his hand, and this crystal, interestingly enough, is a manifestation stone, so it's an abundance crystal. It brings in the manifestation of oftentimes finances, wealth, or money as well. So because he had it in his hand, and we've talked about crystals for adding into your reading, and also the last 4 readings I did, crystals started pushing their way into the reading. So I thought, oh great, I'll put that on that card, which will also manifest the positive energy for you. Coming down to the sacral chakra and the thinking man, and again he has a lot of orange colour in the back of that card, and we come down here to the orange. So there could be something here that does stir your creativity or your passion or your fire, and it could have something to do with the fact that maybe some of you have been blocked, like you've gone, oh, I'm stuck in a rut, or I don't know how to fix something, or I feel flat. You know, when we do have a block in our creative zone or that part of our body, we often feel sluggish and unable to come up with new concepts and ideas. So for those of you who have had a kind of a spiritual or mental block around that area, it might be about to be open and activated. For some of you, this could well mean a physical block in the sacral area of your body, and it feels as though there could be 2 blocks for some of you. So we've got one up here and one down here in this sacral zone. And when that happens, energy gets stuck inside us and it can't free flow. And when it doesn't flow, it turns into situations such as constipation, a gut ache, stomach ache, bowel issues. That's also the sexual zone of the body, so it holds all the womb, the ovary, the testes form their sperm as well. So there can be many blockages in and around that part of our body. So there can be hormonal imbalance, there can be intestinal troubles such as celiac disease or irritable bowel syndrome, or anything that troubles the gut and the intestines can cause great deflation within us, or it causes constipation, which blows us up, but it causes deflation of movement. It stagnates us and we start to go toxic and kind of rotten inside. So some of you might be about to get some blockages freed up. Some of you may need to go and have checks in and around that area of your body. And when I said some of you might have minor surgery, some of you could be doing things like colonoscopies or bowel investigations, or taking, you know, like a tissue sample in of around that area. Some of you may have the need for women in particular, something to do with fallopian tube looking into, or cysts on the ovaries. Things along those lines are what happens when we see this card come into play. So I feel as though there's going to be a lightening of the load and some sort of freeing up and movement. And once we get movement in one of those chakras that's been blocked, it can then travel up and out through the crown chakra, and it can also allow energy, thoughts, spirituality, connection, positivity, euphoria to come in through the crown chakra and stimulate life, relationships, and everything else as well. So I think we've got the format of a very positive, powerful reading for you grounded Taurians anyhow. And down beneath here we have the Magician, probably my all-time favourite card in the deck. it means new magical opportunities around anything. And given that we've got so much kind of orange accent going through here and what we've talked about, it does feel as if there are new beginnings coming for the various things I have described. So for some of you, it's possibly, career, what you're passionate about in life, collaboration or new ideas, and for some of you other ones it might very well be about some physical change coming and some freeing up of something that's been stuck and stopping flow and prosperity from coming. We come to this one up here and we have Archangel Uriel and the 7th chakra, the crown chakra. So this is where we do receive our whole cosmic and our higher self ideas, revelations, vibrations in particular, so we can find input coming in to power up that sacral chakra and give us our creativity and our passion and our excitement in life, as well as, yes, sexual passion as well. So Uriel is also a very good angelic vibration energy to take into business meetings if you are wanting to discuss things like negotiations or pay increases, or even attend a job interview and you would like to be offered the job. So take Uriel with you and ask for her strength and guidance in helping you to answer questions appropriately and deliver yourself as the best possible person or solution for any projects that you are working on. She does give us the gift of insight at the celestial and the esoteric level as well. So some of you might find yourselves really awakened at this level, and it could be because of this special union down here. So this, clearly you can see it from the card, which is a truly beautiful card, that these two people are engaged at a much deeper than just physical level. Their whole energy field has combined and it's formed this beautiful extra light, and it's forming that through the third eye, which is just below the crown chakra. So they have this intuitive connection between them, and there is a possibility that this card can be talking about twin flame type synergies or energies, and that in itself is quite a difficult thing to understand, but those two offer or represent a divine partnership of trust, love, upholding, sacredness, revering each other, nurturing each other, looking out for each other. So there's a possibility for some of you that this type of relationship could be coming into your life. You may meet someone new in this month coming, or as the year evolves as well. And do remember that there are 3 eclipses coming up, 2 in July and 1 in August. So eclipses do bring about a whole new dynamic of energy for us, and they often confront issues that we've been hiding from or unable to see. So many new doors can open unexpectedly around the time of the eclipses. If you're already in a relationship, this might be a message to further suggest that the relationship is reawakening or opening up to a higher level as well. So further engaging it and making it an even more deeply committed relationship. That's a possibility for those of you not looking for new love, but in a relationship. This card can also represent, a little bit like the thinking man up here, the collaboration of people coming together to form successful business opportunities or creative, passionate opportunities, such as playwrights or musicians or banding together to produce something. So it also has that sort of feeling with it as well. So we come down again to this bottom card here and we see the the King of Pentacles. He is like the Taurian energy. He often refers to the fact that money can be feeling very comfortable at the moment. There may be opportunities around your money where you can either spend because you have some extra cash, or you can invest, or you are cashing in on things that you have owned or investments. He could also be someone walking into your life that gives you advice around finances and money, or he is a type of a man who might be offering a new partnership in a business or career as a job. So you've got 2 of those type of energies in the reading, with both of these people sort of giving off similar energy. So we come across here and we go up to this beautiful Archangel Uriel, the third chakra energy. Now I've talked quite a lot about the third chakra, so we probably don't need to go over it too much, but I will give you a little bit of information about Uriel. Archangel Uriel is known as the angel of peaceful relationships. I hope I've got that focused as best I can, and I'm about as close as I can get to it as well. We've got both angels in that picture there, so we're resonating energy from both angels while I talk to you about the messages that are coming to you from Uriel. His name also means one who seeks God. He's asked for help regarding unconditional love and how to be healed from love, as love can bring pain in many instances, and we do know that. So for some of you there is a degree of healing within this reading, which is a beautiful offering, and the sacral chakra has come out twice with Uriel. For any of you who have had recent hardship or heartbreak or relationship losses, Uriel is here to offer you some peace and calming, and to also help heal that part of your body if there has been any physical pain or dis-ease in that part of your body as well. So Uriel can help you find inner peace, as well as help resolve conflicts with your friends or family or other loved people. If you want to forgive people who have brought pain to you, or if you want to find and nurture love, he is the one you want to seek help from. To help see the love in one another is what Angel Uriel does best. He helps us find the love we do not see in others, so that we tend to get attracted to them and find love within them. The pink ray of divine light is the symbol of Uriel. Thus, if you come across instances where you witness rose quartz or rays of pink light, you are obliged to believe that Archangel Uriel is close by. And guys, this is really beautiful, what's sitting above this card. And that one there in particular is a rose quartz, and that's the hearts. And I get the goosebumps when things like this happen. So I have just said, if you come across instances where you witness rose quartz or rays of pink light, you are obliged to believe that Archangel Uriel is close by. So for any of you seeking any healing or uplifting needs, if any of you have lost someone recently, or you have felt the pain of relationship issues, this is a very special reading, offering you much love and activation. So that is beautiful. And I did say to you guys at the beginning, being last often is the best place to be, because I'll spend a bit more time, giving you the reading, especially if you've had to wait. So I kind of make up for the fact that you've had this waiting experience. But I always find that timing is universal, and it's not so much driven by us. So there's a reason for why timing events occur. And if I can't upload a video within a certain time, wow, get excited about it, because it's usually for a great reason. You can also expand your heart with Archangel Uriel. He opens and heals the heart, as well as that sacral chakra part of your body. So yeah, some beautiful messages there for you. We will look and carry on at the rest of the reading now, and we see the card underneath is trapped in fear, the number 8 of swords. Now both of these ones underneath Uriel give us the feeling of a little bit of fear and negativity. So I think maybe that's why he's highlighted up here. The 8 of Swords often indicates that we are feeling a bit trapped or stuck, and it can be our own emotional trajectory that's causing this. It's as if we can't see beyond the obvious, like he can't see beyond this facade here that's holding him back, but it's not actually that difficult to get out of. So if he opened his viewpoint and looked a little bit broader, and thought a little bit more expansively, and asked for help from angels, he would find that there's nothing so much to fear as his own fear. So this card often represents internal anxiety and depression, and worrying about things beyond what they should be concerned with. So it's about learning to let go of fear and anxiety and learning to step forward in faith and knowing that you are always surrounded by the essence of white light and vibrational support if you ask for it. The devil down the bottom also highlights, and I'm just pushing Shamuel further up into the rose quartz energy, so he'll further activate it. So if anyone is trapped with the devil energy around them, the devil just enhances things that we can sometimes be obsessed about or addicted to or trapped into situations. So again, this could be addicted to a certain relationship or person or energy or feeling or emotion. It could be obsessed with those same things as well, and sometimes this comes in the form of smoking or drinking or gambling or spending money or shopaholics or workaholics or exerciseaholics, or it can also represent itself in, you know, sexual tendencies that can be a little bit dark. So sometimes in relationships that have some dark sexual energy around them, you know, it's a really difficult subject to broach, that one as well, because what's dark for one person might not be for another. So it's about whether you feel your integrity values are being compromised or they're fine within a personal relationship. And it's all about bringing balance back into it. It's also about knowing that you can get out of these situations if you choose. And I understand the severity of people who are stuck in abusive situations and literally cannot get out. And if that is the case, you have to seek the help of others, and not just celestial helpers, but physical people around you or within a community, or dialing a helpline or something along those lines. But I don't feel it's that dark. For most of you, it's not that at all. It's more just about being slightly obsessed with something or going worried about a direction that you're taking. So the devil card just gives us the insight to review any situations along those lines. But overall, I feel you have one of the most beautiful readings of all, and one of the most enlightening with the information that has come through, and the potential here for great love and spiritual love and awakening and awareness and connection to the cosmos. So let's put these away for you guys and get out the other cards that I said, which were the gemstone cards, and we will see what turns up there, because I'm quite intrigued now. So they have stones on the front and they have mantras on the back. So no matter what side I turn them onto, we are either going to see a mantra or a gemstone. So I guess since you guys were the last ones and we're in the month of July, which is the 7th month, I'm going to pull from the 7th card down. That way I'm not the one, you know, looking at it, sort of picking it myself. So we're shuffling for Taurus. What extra message would you like to give them? And we're taking from the 7th card down. And depending on how I feel, guys, I might even take 2. Okay, one more shuffle. Snowflake, obsidian and red jasper. I am going to take the 2. I don't have a snowflake obsidian, but I do have a red jasper. So let's go closer in here. Oh, I just thought I stood on my little doggy's foot, but I didn't. It was a toy on the floor. Okay. So with the snowflake obsidian, it is, are you afraid of the dark or the unknown? Do you feel vulnerable? And that's what that 8 of Swords was talking about as well. So some of you, this is in the background energy, probably not all the time, but there's just a few things there that you might be feeling a bit vulnerable about. And it says, there is always darkness within light. Darkness accentuates brightness to clearly see situations, people and circumstances. Embrace the darkness to enhance the clarity of life. So the Angel of Contrast is what the mantra is on the back. And if you're at all interested, you can keep these mantras, you can write them down and carry them around in your pocket or on your iPhone, or put them on your fridge or under your pillow, because they do give off a really positive vibrational energy. So the Angel of Contrast says, I courageously see through the darkness of adversity to make positive changes that light up my life. I know there is light at the end of the tunnel. I see myself, situations and others clearly and participate in the transformation of negative to positive. And in essence, that's very much what the message was coming from the devil that I was also mentioning. So it seems to have been perhaps alluding to those last two cards in the reading. Now the red jasper is, are you procrastinating? Take action and complete what you have planned. Speak up for yourself. Follow through and take the necessary steps to see your projects to fruition. Have confidence in your own ability to make things happen. So we'll turn this over and see what the mantra is on the back. And it's the Angel of Action. I am grounded and focused on the task at hand. I creatively complete projects so that I can enjoy and share the end result. I am motivated to accomplish all that needs to be done. And that's also amazing, because that's what we talked about at the very beginning of your reading. So you've kind of had, you know, the messages brought up again just to finish off your reading. So there we are, Taurians. I hope you have really enjoyed the journey we've been through on this reading, and that you've gained some great insight and positivity from it, and some energy that you can carry for the month and head yourselves into August with. Hey, thanks for joining me. I love it when you leave your comments so that I can read them as well, and that when you like and sub the channel, because it all goes towards making the channel grow and producing more information and videos for you guys to enjoy. Have a wonderful July to you all. May you be blessed with contrast and action and love and connection. Thank you guys. Much love. Namaste.